Welcome to the RatCousin show. Oh, my neighbor just got stabbed and a giant crow is eating all the entrails and Ratty's on the moon, baby. But don't take my word for it. Listen to Nintendo. RatCousin is streamed in front of a live chat of stupid little idiots. We have put a new chemical inside chat. Lyle Chilperson knows. We are making the chat gay. We are making the chat gay. Everyone throw in your cheeses if you're happy to be gay today. Yay! We're a bunch of nasty little gays. Yay, 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 yay. Yay, yay, yay! The reason I'm polyamorous is because I need different lovers to take care of different needs, like appliances. What's up, bunny boy, Bingham, Dookie, Pookie, King of Cookies, a Saluki Mookie, and Grookie, and Toopy, and Poopy, and all my stoopies. What's going on, guys? Also, happy Juneteenth. I got a bit about it tonight in the monologue for tonight's late night show, because yes, I did wake up at 7 in the morning and write all my bits after being depressed all day yesterday. And there's a bunch of them that I wrote long and then I trimmed down to like 2 sentences, which I'm happy about. But Juneteenth, I don't understand how anyone could be against celebrating Juneteenth. Celebrating the emancipation of an enslaved population that in a lot of ways is the backbone of our cultural output. It seems just on paper, like, stop. There people seem against celebrating Juneteenth. Like, what is wrong with you? And they get upset. They like to talk about, like, white guilt. And they're like, they just want to virtue signal and make us all feel guilty. It's like, bro, if you feel guilty, maybe you want slavery back. Like, what is wrong with you? Yeah, but no, I'm not brave for saying this. This is so obvious. I don't feel guilty. I just understand that there was slavery. Equity, and intersectional reparations are a long process of confusing layers of systematic oppression. You don't just have to feel guilty about it, just think about it. And yeah, happy Juneteenth. Everybody knows the RatCousin show is for all types of people, except for the Dutch, because they do not count as people. The Dutch are all robots made out of wood and slime. They do not exist, and they also time travel. The Dutch don't count. Take a look at my hole.
The word in the hole today is...
Ooh, I'm rubbing my hands together. Soporific.
Soporific.
Why he's saying it? Why she's saying it? Why they saying it? Why are they saying it that way? They put a little like Spanish sauce on it.
The word in the hole today is soporific.
Why does he keep doing that? Why is it?
The word in the hole today is...
Let's see, will they do it again?
Soporific.
Okay, that's better. I felt before they were trying to be like the Sofia Vergara and go like, oh no, it's soporific. Oh no. Let's look it up. Oh no, soporific. Let's go. What it is, causing or tending to cause sleep. Tending to a dull awareness or alertness. Well, I'll tell you guys what doesn't do that is what chat keeps demanding, which is a clam jam. You know, yesterday I was so stressed. I was so stressed yesterday because of work being annoying, and then like I had already canceled Wednesday night because a couple of our hosts couldn't make it, and work was being annoying, and then it was just like this, something happened. It was a day when everything was off, and I've been off my anti-anxieties for a while because I still haven't gotten a doctor. And then I tried to think about trying to get a doctor again and then remembered the whole process and rigmarole of the fuck-ups what's going on with my insurance, which means I probably I can't actually try and get insurance again until November. but the hundreds of dollars I already spent that was a waste there, where accounts don't work, and they sent me back and forth. Oh, you call the LA company, now you call Cover California. Oh, we'll send you back to them. And nothing was happening. And for somebody, I literally called the guy on the phone. I was like, listen, I can't talk more on the phone with this, because I just need you to send me an email if you can make this work, because I am upset and sad, and I need a doctor, because I'm having days that are bad. You know what cheers us up? Clam jams. There's other times, though, because RatCousin is a self-motivated, self-propelled thing, and I have so much lucky support from viewers and fans and friends, but it does rest on the backbone of, I need to try and be consistent. And sometimes you're like, what if I lose that? What if it all falls away? What if nothing matters and it all disappears and I'm broken and I lose that motivation and we never do it again and I give up? Anyway, today Professor Jazz has a segment for us that they have spent many hours on. Let's listen to our voicemails, though. They're important.
Hey, Ratman. I discovered a new law in nature. There's an inverse proportionality to the amount of time one must heat a breadstick to soften it in comparison to how old it is.
Take that to the scientists,
hey,
man.
RatCousin Turd Gobbler here.
Hey, Turd Gobbler here.
First time caller.
His name's Turd
really
Gobbler
grateful
here.
that you set up this helpline, because I'm in a bit of a bind at work, and I could use your rat advice.
Give me your pickle.
See,
most people who are in a bind at work are dominatrix.
Are really competent, so
I didn't hear what you said.
I got a little bit of imposter syndrome, and part of me feels like it won't be made official until somebody sings me a promotion song.
Okay.
So I guess what I'm asking is, how do you deal with your feelings of inadequacy? And
I just said almost every day I want to give up.
Promotion song.
Every day I want to give up and go away.
Hey, RatCousin. It is investigative journalist Duke of Troubles here.
Oh!
Hey, I am working on a documentary about one of your long-standing followers. Just wanted to see if I could ask some questions and get a couple answers from you. I'm really in a rabbit hole here. Who is Jude the Fish Dude? I mean, are you guys friends? Do you know him? Have you hung out with him before in real life? You know, I mean, he does good work. You know, do you like the stuff he does? You know, how long have you known him? How long has he been around for you? Why Allison Brie, of all of the Community characters? Why Allison Brie? You know, just let me know. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this mystery. Who is Jude the Fish Dude?
We have talked about this before.
Thanks. Just give me a call back, or just, let me know.
In fact,
I'm working on this documentary.
That's okay.
Right, bye.
You can clip me here, Duke. You can clip me here. I have no idea who Jude the Fish Dude is. This is not some deep troll joke. This is not the Bob Zamuda of the Max Simone RatCousin Blood Feast, Christina Loranger world. This is a guy who's doing this of his own accord. If you don't know who he is, he often draws things. I don't want to get. Let's turn off that music for now. He draws Tina, and he used to draw Tina, just Tina, and he still does. But now he draws Cockroach Tina. In fact, I got a good joke. I've got a good joke. I got a good joke about it tonight for the show, actually, that references this. So this is actually important, relevant information. I recommend checking out Jude the Fish Dude's art, because it usually incorporates Fish Center people, RatCousin characters, or Tina. To Cockroach Tina, if you don't know her. He does a lot of shit like this. And if Duke, if you manage to actually investigative journalist find out who this is, while being respectful of their identity if they want to be private, but getting us like a little interview, that would be incredible. That would be incredible. I would love to see that. I would love to see that shit. So, but I had a joke. Wait, I had a joke. Let me tell you guys my joke. You guys want a spoiler for a joke tonight? Huh? Of course you do. Let Jude keep their privacy. I think if he does it, he needs to let him keep his privacy. But I do think if Jude is willing to be on camera censored with a deep voice, he should do it. It would be great. I'm going to spoil the joke. No, because different people might watch tonight. And also, they say spoilers don't ruin stories. And this is specifically about Jude drawing Tina. There was a guy arrested in Australia, the Cockroach King, who apparently had 100,000 illegal bugs for all of his trafficking of cockroaches. They called it the biggest bug bust of the century. But anyone calling it that hasn't seen the tits Jude the Fish Dude draws on Tina. Let's go do a clam jam. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a good one. It's a good one. Good one. That's actually funny. Like all my jokes, they're actually funny. If you think about them. If you think about them, they're actually funny.
Lugging stinky rat cousin ain't no coup job.
Oh, wait. Wait, what? I need to do a song for Turd Gobbler's promotion. Somebody could tag them about it. But what's a coup job? He's too cool for the L, man. Dude, Turd Gerbler. Turd Gerbler. Turd Gerbler. Do you hear the fan a lot when I do this? You got promoted, baby, and you deserve it. Biggest shit eater in town. Sometimes you just gotta let yourself win. Yeah, have that shit-eating grin. You're the shit gibbler, the turd gobbler. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it, baby. You deserved your promotion. They say it's not the size of the job, but the motion of the promotion. Climb the corporate ladder. Doesn't matter if you're good enough actually in the end. What's imposter syndrome but a way for the wealthy to keep you down for doing just enough? That's right. Make money and feel bad. La 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 la. You're eating shit anyway. La 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 la. You're eating shit. Oh, you're eating shit anyway. Cool, like cool. Bro, I missed you so much, says Mental. You need to see a new doctor. Oh, we had a little black line at the bottom. Thanks to my fine eye, everything's cool. Everything cool. Say it again, I dare you.
Lugging rat cousin stinks more than his odor.
The clam jam is in full effect. Everybody, look at what's happening. It's the clam jam. Look at what's happening. This is what you got to do when you're watching the Clam Jam. When you're watching the Clam Jam, guys, you got to go like this. Oh shit. Oh man, clog. Oh bro, dude. You gotta go like, oh, you gotta like that. We should add a cheer command. That is a fun idea. Dude, clog, I don't feel like we've seen a clog win in a while. We haven't seen a clog slob and a clog, golden tooth clog. Golden tooth clog, kind of a reference to Slugman's mom and her famous golden tooth. It's clog. Slugman's mom's famous golden tooth. And you know what? Most people voted for clog. Gotta bring the audience back in for Clam Jam. I did delete that, but I do need to... I could probably integrate that in to be at all times. Like, in a lot of ways. You know how I've started making it so, like, TTS redeems are always here? Also, I've pumped up the volume on it. Like, we could do that with cheering. I've been building more, like, non-specific scene objects that are just always alive.
You fucking idiot, RatCousin, you should be peed on.
What the hell, Chairmunculus? Can't believe you'd say that to me, of all people.
Lugging stinky RatCousin is for the birds.
Wonder where Poodle Skirt is? I think Poodle Skirt loves RatCousin, but he likes video games more. You know what I mean? I think he liked RatCousin more when there was more video games. Like, I think he appreciates what's happening, but he prefers when there's video games. Like, if I play Slay the Spire, oh, he's here. Well, guys, I've come to school. Whoa, Jazz! You've really decorated the whole building for Pride Month.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've worked really hard on this.
Wow. I don't see your mouth moving.
Working? My mouth isn't working.
You must be chewing gum. You must be chewing gum.
You love chewing gum.
Oh, well, there. So you were chewing gum. Jazz, it's been a while. We missed you. Everyone loves you. Tell us about these decorations. What does that say?
Thank you. Yeah, this, it says, God, I can't really read that. Someone chose such an interesting color for the font. It says safe space, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't
So
that
the
fun?
apple's a safe space, but technically a giant could eat us at any time.
I didn't know you had... Wait, do we canonically have giants here?
Oh, yes. In the RatCousin world, we are often afraid of giants.
Oh, God. Hold on. Hey,
They
what's
could
up?
eat
How
us
is
at
your-
any time.
Any time?
The giants could eat us.
Is this new lore we're establishing?
No.
In real time?
This is a fear we've lived with for decades.
Wait. If you're a rat and I'm a flute, are humans giants?
It's like Attack on Titan.
Oh my god, it's exact. Oh my god. You're like, what's his name? What's the author's name?
Yarrick Yannick or whatever his name is.
That's not even close. Yeah,
I
Japanese
saw my Japanese
Yarrick
mother.
Yannick.
I saw my Japanese mother crushed by a giant.
Canonical
Japanese.
that's the word. Canonical. Hold on. Don't show my presentation yet.
I'm not lowering the presentation screen yet.
Okay, don't lower the presentation screen yet. I have one thing to do.
Wait, no, I can't even do that. I'm not even addressing that comment. I'm not addressing the comment that could be answered by what's written on the screen right now.
What's on the screen? It says Pride. Yeah, of course, it's Pride.
What does it
It's
say right next to it?
Professor Jazz.
Who's that?
That's me. Wait,
What the hell?
That's me.
That's awesome.
I'm Am I being punked?
No,
I've been Professor Jazz this whole time.
I know. I'm just excited that you're Professor Jazz and you're here for a Pride Month Pride presentation with your streamers that are hearts.
My stream. Oh my God! The streamers are hearts. I did that.
You didn't
myself.
even notice that.
I did that myself. I take a lot of Ambien recently because I've been having a lot of night terrors.
Oh,
so I
jeez.
think that's been affecting.
It's the Giants.
But I've been like really creative. It is the Giants. I think I didn't make that connection, but there has been like a really haunting, echoing, pounding sound in my dreams.
Oh, that might be your horny neighbors. What's going on with that? Have you solved any of that issue with your neighbors, Professor Jazz, where they kept coming in late at night?
Stop! We don't know. I swear to God, where's the nearest piece of wood? Every time they get mentioned, they show up. Otherwise, they're never here. So actually, please don't bring them up again. That's actually... Don't do that.
Okay,
Don't do that.
I won't. I'm sorry. It was not been mentioned. Let us... I'm ready to be taught my lesson.
ready.
Before we draw today's guest.
Yeah. I'm so ready to present. Okay.
Yowie! That's what I like to say.
Yowie.
Yowie!
Today we're learning about Yowie. Because it's gay month.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Everybody, that's so exciting. Oh, wait, I forgot I can move around too. Hold on. Let me get a little closer to the screen there. Sorry, guys. This is a little high tech for me. I'm not gonna lie.
We're hitting all
It's
the new
rad.
eras.
In addition to outsourcing and this entire hour plus that I'm gonna talk.
Oh, it's an hour?
He's now making. Of course, it's an hour. When has my presentations ever been under an hour?
I'm supposed to draw a tooth.
Okay, well you can also draw a tooth later.
No, I could do it after. You're right. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
you can do it after.
Now, Trash
Okay,
X wants
and
her to be Yuri. Professor, you've made a decision to talk about Yowie, and that's fine.
Yeah, I actually was gonna explain why I'm not talking about Yuri because
Oh.
I didn't have time. I'm not gonna.
You have your own life. You're
I
a
have my own
volunteer teacher. You're also a
First of
judge.
all, this is a volunteer position. I'm a judge also. I'm also the local bailiff. So I had a hard time parsing out what I was gonna cover. And for me personally, Yowie is a big part of who I am.
Okay.
Very
When did this
important to me,
happen?
so I'm getting a little vulnerable. I've been a Fujoshi since probably 2015, 2016. So
I'm assuming
I know
the
lifestyle.
exact definition for that will be coming in during the presentation.
Yeah, I'm not a fresh graduate, KP Senti. I'm actually a tenured professor in Yaoi and boys kissing.
Yeah, and K-pop.
And K-pop, which has a lot of,
and Silent Hill.
The Venn diagram, it's almost one circle.
Oh, Sush is yelling. She's saying,
Sush is
"Start
yelling.
it!"
Now. Okay, so let me get my notes out. Okay.
Okay. Ooh, I'm excited.
This is the most I put my master's degree to use is when I put together these presentations.
I'm so glad that I can be helpful to the community.
Okay, Yowie, a history. So, trigger warnings.
Okay, let's go through trigger warnings.
Let's go through trigger warnings. I decided to add a trigger warning because we're going to talk about the history of homosexuality in Japan, and unfortunately that involves pedophilia and some dubious consensual situations, so rape. So just like a heads up, there's going to be some images of there's going to be historical images of what is technically, by a modern definition, pedophilia.
Imagine if I was a cool high school teacher, I'd be like, "Hey guys, welcome to social studies. Trigger warning: history." You know what I mean? I'd be like, "Come on, kids.
History.
Oh, it's not pretty. Trigger warning."
See, I knew this was. I debated how far deep into history. I have chat up. I debated how far deep I was going to get into this, but it is really the problematic tropes of modern day yaoi that there's what we call route. God, there's so many others. So anyway, blah blah blah. Ignore it. Fuck it. We ball.
Let's
okay,
go.
So
Let's
trigger
ball.
warnings.
History.
Okay.
Ah! I'm just kidding.
So we're gonna start.
Ah, God, fuck! I'm
Don't get
scared.
triggered. Don't. Careful. Okay. So first we're gonna start it with the Tale of Genji by Murasaki Shikibu. It was in the late 13th century, so it's gonna be the 1200s. No, the 1400s. So this is the earliest. It's largely considered one of the first Japanese novels, Japanese works of fiction. and it is also the earliest example of homosexual relationships.
Oh, they started
in Japanese
gay,
fiction.
is what you're saying, Professor.
They started gay, gay has been in Japan. It has been in Japan. Quite literally, there is a demarcation line of when the Meiji period starts and the isolation periods end with Japan, and then anti-sodomy laws are introduced. So, it basically, any Eastern culture that has been influenced by Western culture, that is where largely most of the homophobia stems from, is Western influence. And that's because Western culture is so largely shaped by Christianity and different
Abrahamic religions. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, see, I didn't know how deep to get into this. So
No,
we're
you're
just gonna
doing great.
scan through this.
Let's go as deep as the sodomy.
So I didn't post these are the original publication is a written novel. These are ink drawings on a scroll done. Did I write down the artist names? Oh yeah, by Miyagawa Chosun, and these were done in the 18th century. And the instance of homosexuality is, so Genji is pursuing a beautiful woman and she turns him down, and so Genji actually sleeps with her brother to console himself, and that's just normal.
Right.
So, I forgot I'm in control.
They do love incest there too.
They do. Yeah. I don't know, and I didn't have time to get into.
That's a different presentation.
That's a different presentation.
Incest.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about Nanshuku, which is let me see.
It's based off the words ninja and chigo.
Yeah, so it's based off the words ninja and chigo, which basically means master and apprentice. So here, basically, what we're looking at, wrong buttons. Basically, we're looking at the origin of age gap. We are looking at the origin of the problematic age gap.
Uh-oh.
This, it is problematic for us, yes, but this was basically considered just wait, why am I facing that way? This was basically just considered a standard, practice for master and apprentice situations. So you would have this with samurai and apprentices. You would have this, especially in theater, with kabuki actors, any situation where there is a master and apprentice, basically. Mostly in the upper ruling classes, so that's, again, going to be the samurai. And so this is back when, the shogunates are in power, kind of the warring states era, basically. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
so it's normalized back then for an apprentice,
I don't know
no matter their gender, to be taken as a lover by their master, or even more often to be men.
No, it was specifically for men and boys. So you see here, these images. So these are all of master and apprentice, and we know that they're master. Can I get closer?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Can I go up? No, I can't go up. Okay, so you see. These boys look very feminine, which is a huge also source, is there was a desire for beauty and a desire for youth that was really strong in warring states Japanese culture. And so these boys are they look like women, right? They have longer hair, they have long flowing extravagant haori, but we know that they're men because they wear these lower waisted obi, and this is actually a traditional hairstyle where they would shave around their faces and have a long drooping bun. You guys thought this was going to be a fucking history of smut, you idiots.
Yeah, they all did.
So,
everyone's going, what the? No, I'm stuck here. They keep saying they're stuck.
Now you're stuck here. You're stuck here. So, yeah, these are some of the earlier illustrations, and you see different, kind of situations in the relationships. The one I'm pointing at right now is just, probably they're walking and discussing mentorship, discussing their practice. I don't fucking know. And then, yeah, wrong button. And then over... I'm stuck. Over here.
No, you're not.
Yeah, now, okay, but when the screen was small, I was stuck. Okay, and then here we have them lounging together, just kind of reading, maybe discussing poetry. You see the elder one actually, you can see his hand. He's just holding his apprentice. Very a display of domestic affection. And then you also have kissing. Okay, and now
You know what? I'm gonna throw something. Can I throw something crazy out there?
Please
This
ask
is
question.
something. I don't even know if it's a question, but muse on this with me, because I feel like we've seen this around the world. Like, I feel like we've heard this is a Spartan in a way. We've heard a lot of Greek things or Roman things with young boys and older men. I feel like I've even heard stories about, like, yeah, in Africa, sometimes the elder comes in the boy's mouth. Like, there's almost this weird way of, like, young men, when they're younger, need to be treated as women and then grow out of it. Whereas women never get to grow out of it in the past. the men just like, oh, in my youth, I got to be treated as a woman.
Yeah, I think I mean, I'm not versed enough to really.
Oh, you're
They're not
versed.
treated as women. They're treated as, because they're treated better than women. That's why they're taken as, like, they're considered equals in, like, intellect, or worthy of being educated, essentially, and then worthy of this man's attention. It's I wouldn't compare them to the, like, how women would experience, because yeah, I don't know, women just kind of no one cared about women.
Who rules the world, though?
Men.
Girls. I've read the song. Go on.
Next. Okay,
Click.
so these pictures, I debated including them, but they're called shunga, which translates to spring pictures, and it was very popular erotica that was produced for the masses. And it depicts various. So what do I have here? I have a 16th century hand scroll of Ninshuku, and it's featuring just kind of like different scenes of like early, what we would call yaoi,
Wow.
I guess. Yeah,
But I've got a new drawing for when I want to ask a question. I got to put it into the thing.
Oh, sweet. Yeah,
That'd be
you have a
cute,
question?
right? I don't know. I don't. I just made it in case.
Oh wait, for your hand, so we can see your hand pop up in the corner.
Yeah, I feel like. Well, I don't know if I don't have it built yet, but yeah, it would be cool to have a new hand that's not just pointing up, but hand up. I need to add like
hand up.
I need to take like a stimulant and then make like 20 different new RatCousin hands.
Yeah, I think that would really solve a lot of the problems.
All right, go on.
Okay, continuing. Let's see. Okay, so we see. I mean, these are interesting illustrations again to me because they look so feminine, but you know that they're boys because they have like a katana or they have this certain hairstyle.
Now, were those black squares something they did originally?
No, AJ, you're a fucking pervert. You can look these up. These are also by Miyagawa Chosun, which is spelled. AJ? Are you ready? Miyagawa. Last name Choshun.
Now, I don't know who you're addressing, but I would prefer if you didn't send people in my audience with minds that are arguably not that of an adult to adult materials. I don't know who you're talking about. But...
I mean, these are images that are housed by the Met. These are owned and housed by the Met right now. So I took these from the Met Gala website, and I added the black square myself.
Wow,
respectful. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know. No, the museums don't. You can literally. None of these are censored on the Met Gala website.
Damn,
And
I always thought
they'd have
ones. Mosaiced out pussies.
There is a full illustration of stretched hole.
Yeah,
there is.
That's awesome.
There is a threesome. There is a woman watching. Like this. Like these are the tame images. So
I remember there was a big thing in. Did you watch that movie? That's great if you are turned on by women making love. What was it called? The Handmaiden. the Korean movie.
Yeah.
I remember I had an ex-girlfriend watching it, and I had seen it in theaters, and I remember people loved it. She was watching it, and I kept walking in, and I feel like she was uncomfortable watching it, and I was like, yeah, this movie's just, like, every time I come in, it's just like softcore porn. It's just, it's like a little much. I remember it just ends with them, like, tripping against each other in a train or something.
I mean, no, but the homoeroticism of female friendships is, especially in that, like, like the 17 through 1900s, because women were so sequestered. And that's another reason why this dynamic of male, like boy and male mentor, is because men did men things, women did women things.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about that because a big part of that movie is the Imperial Japanese having like underground book clubs where they looked at erotica images like this that were older but also always explicit. Anyway,
I'm trying. Does this chat have
no,
any
turd
questions?
gobbler, I'm not lowering the cheer amount. If you want to spend 50 points to a TTS, I sang you a whole song about your promotion, and you just want to make your stupid children memes.
Hey, get back to your desk.
Sorry, I'm just angry. We're doing adult education.
Get back to your desk. Grimmy says teacher only pays attention to loud students. Well, I can only hear Rat, so I don't know what you want me to do. Imagine you added little chatbots for a class.
Oh, should the aphids be in class now?
No, because like what would be in an
the
apple?
aphids are the children.
What would be in
Do
an
you know
apple
the
core?
aphids?
Yeah, I saw do I know the aphids? Yeah, of course I know the aphids. They are a nuisance to this whole entire community.
We could think of like
God, I've been trying to get rid of them for years.
We could have little worms at separate desks, and there's like if people spend points, one of them talks or something. That could be something. We're just working on making class. Okay, go on.
Okay, class. So we're moving on from this. So now we're talking about. Oh, these notes are so unorganized. Okay, now we're talking about The Great Mirror, which is actually an anthology of 40 erotic homosexual tales.
What's the difference between erotic homosexual tales and homoerotic tales?
That's a different presentation. Talking about homosexual stuff versus homoerotic stuff. That is a different presentation.
Homosexual is more like in the community, whereas maybe homoerotic is outside looking in.
Yeah, it's homoerotic is. There is an actual definition for it. I just don't know it. Homoerotic is like. Homosexual is sexual attraction to the same sex. Homoerotic is finding attraction and finding the opposite sex or the same sex erotic, but I don't think it's actual attraction or physical desire.
So like if me and Rich just started brushing balls and like looking at the camera and giggling, that'd be homoerotic if we didn't actually want to make love. But as soon as it became...
that is homosexual.
Wait, what? But what if we weren't attracted
gay.
to each other? We were just doing it
Why would you be doing that if you're not
for the
attracted
camera
to each other?
to be homoerotic.
So now we have the question of where do you cross the line from homoeroticism to homosexuality? Because that is like, we do have those like, is being attracted, if I'm attracted to like another woman because she's so, like, if I think another woman is so beautiful that it like takes my breath away, does that mean I'm gay? Or do I just find that person attractive because they are objectively attractive? That's kind of where, like, it's just a question of where it becomes a personal question. But no, I think once you take action and begin stroking your friend's ballsack, that becomes homosexual behavior, not homoerotic behavior.
Okay. Good. Glad.
Is that what you wanted me to talk about?
And this is all in a mirror? Okay, I'll save questions for the end of the slides. I'm sorry,
specializing in queer history. Okay, I just want everybody to know that. So when I talk about this stuff, I'm not just talking out my flute hole.
Oh.
Only Honks is asking if there's a word for those attracted to MILFs. I think you need to talk to your therapist.
Yeah, and hopefully she's had a child.
So The Great Mirror of Love, which was published in 1687, what I find really interesting about it is these are all woodcut images, which means that they were created for mass publication because woodcuts were made to be reprinted. It's the earliest existing examples of a lot of like BL tropes that we see today, which are age gap, dubcon, power imbalance between tops and bottoms.
But what the heck is dubcon?
Dubcon, sorry, I keep using like fandom terms. So dubious consensual situations.
Oh.
So, you could say just rape, Sometimes they are, persuasive situations. Again, dealing with the imbalance of power. Can you zoom out again so I can go back so we can see this?
Like Beauty and the Beast. You move a
See,
little
I can't
down.
Move
a little down
See, I'm
first.
stuck.
Move down.
What am I stuck on here?
No, you have to move down. Move down. Okay.
I'm moving down.
And then move left and move up.
God.
There's like a corner there.
Okay. Now zoom in. Why is there a corner there?
Okay, I'll fix it.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'll fix the corner. Hold up. Jeez.
What was that corner?
I think originally it's literally it has to do with like
leaf.
the padding on what's collision boxes on you right now. Like try moving up there now.
Oh, I'm using the wrong button again. Fuck.
It's okay. Everyone's having a good time. I'm having a good time.
Chat, can everybody assure me that you're having a fun time?
Save questions for the end, chat.
So zoom in so I can we zoom in on this one, on the one I'm pointing at actually even further? Is that as far as
Yeah, no, I could do whatever you want.
Okay, no, that's too close. Keep going over. Zoom out. Okay, that's good. So another trope we see is doomed lovers, or like a sacrifice for each other, fatal sacrifices for each other. So this image is actually really interesting. It's about it's basically a young lover who has committed seppuku, which is like that ritual suicide, at the grave of their fallen lover. And these are like tales of much more passionate love rather than just like the master apprentice imbalance. Like just these are actual, like, okay, you don't have to zoom in like that.
Well, I wanted to show everyone the blood.
And then let's go over to the other one. And so this one is the tale is about a samurai, like a powerful samurai passing through town, and he is like captured by the beauty of like a youth who bows down before him during the procession, and you can see like he is like very determined in his gaze, like he's well past the youth who's bowed down to him, and he's really captured by him. So that is another interesting illustration where it's not just like displays of like bodily desire, but rather like kind of what we would consider more romantic tropes.
Intriguing.
Okay. So yeah. So this was very popular. Okay. So this, I felt it was important to touch base on this Ero Guro Nensensu, which means erotic grotesque nonsense. Everybody knows
grotesque.
Grotesque. That's how you spell grotesque.
No, that's not. That's grotesque.
Where am I missing? Oh, am I missing it?
Grotesque.
No way.
Yes, that's grotesque. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Grotesque.
It's not a big deal at all. Just move on.
No, it's a big deal.
That's
No.
That's grotesques. That's plural.
What
but
why would it do that?
I don't know
to
what
me?
you kept adding. I don't. You did. It was a very strange order of letters.
Well, that's the order. It's erotic grotesque nonsense. That's Ero Guro Nanse.
Nonsensu.
Anyway, I couldn't find any images for examples that probably wouldn't get you demonetized.
No TOS. I respect you, Professor.
Wild shit in there. I
Describe
felt it was
some of it.
I mean, so we think Junji Ito is grotesque in a lot of ways. Consider him add like sexual horror to that as well.
So like if the woman's spiral whole head was full of...
No, there's a one that's like but it's not even that. Like it's like there was one where a woman was giving birth to a man and it would like split her whole body in half, and that was illustrated in grotesque detail. There's like men licking wounds. There's anything that is taboo and grotesque. I mean, I wanted to include this because I feel that, I mean, this is a uniquely Japanese sensation or like cultural phenomenon. We don't have a Western equivalent to this kind of stuff. Some of the
other than maybe medieval torture art, but even then, I don't think that wasn't meant to be sexual.
That wasn't produced for circulation in the public necessarily. Like these were serialized things. This was a huge in the 1920s, 1930s. Let me see. Okay, so the caterpillar is a huge example, and this is a story. Ooh, this was gross. I looked at some of the
Well, this is also, what do they call it, romanji or whatever, when they do it with English words? Like, this is a relatively
these are recent,
recent term, but for something that existed longer.
So this was happening in the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s. So to take into consideration what's happening in Japan then is
so we've jumped ahead because we were talking about like wartime eras. We've jumped to the 20th century. Just making sure.
Okay, yeah. So Wait. We'll go back to here. Okay. So we've launched off from like the 17th century, and then we're 17th century, 18th century, we see the Meiji period come in, isolation period ends, Western influence starts to come into Japan, and we see a shift away from these stories and these, because what was oh damn, I thought I had a slide on this. Sorry guys. So what was happening is when the Tokugawa shogunate, this is crazy, when the Tokugawa shogunate ended, the samurai were forced to move into more urban areas versus rural areas, where they were able to have their own kind of cultures and societies and like their own kind of kingdoms, right? And that was the Warring States period. When that came to an end, the samurai were consolidated into cities. And what happened is they brought their culture and their stuff. So they brought the concept of Nanshoku, which is, the master apprentice situation. They brought that into the cities, and that became kind of like it was kind of a prestige status. You basically would have a live-in boy toy, and it became very desirable for like working classes, but they couldn't afford to have live-in boy toys. So we see a huge surge in male prostitution and the rise of the wakashu, which was the effeminate adolescent male prostitute. That was very closely tied with like kabuki work. And let me see. And during this time, we also see with like during the Meiji period, when we're really seeing the building of this the myth of like let me move up a little bit. The myth of like the divinity of the emperor, and they come upon the issue of having to deal with the history of gay samurais, and historians basically kind of start just glossing over it because they just don't want to deal with it, even though it was so normal back then, back before Meiji, back in the Edo period. It was very commonplace. Okay, so that's how we get from that's how we get from that to the 1920s.
Now we're in the 1920s, and they're going hard. And what you're about to explain a reason, like why did it go this explicit and arguably fantastical in a weird way, right?
I think what happened is we see, a shift away from anything taboo, and this was very much a counterculture movement where we're I had notes on this too.
So the French Dadaists were having free sex parties and drawing pipes. Yes. Meanwhile, the Japanese were like, what if a woman was fucked so hard she became two women?
Yes, but there's also reciprocal for male horror. So like one of the images I came across that was a bit tamer and I almost included was like just simple flat art colors, nothing like complex, very simple line work, and it was just like a woman on a monkey bar at a playground, right? And she was straddling the pole, and next to her was a Japanese soldier, and his jaw had been pierced by that same monkey bar, and he was hanging by that while staring at her. And it's like that I mean, that I didn't know how to censor that for the stream.
Wild.
Like, and that was one of the tamer images I came across. I mean, I would encourage. I mean, if you guys are interested, look it up. I mean,
look up Iro Guro
interesting.
Nansensu, the Dadaist
'Cause it
porn
is-
of Japanese 20s.
It is, and it's. I mean, it was just such and I think it kind of explains why hentai is so popular in Japan. That is all kind of birthed out of this Eroguro movement.
Yeah.
And that's why, because I really think that, I mean, the comic culture and the hentai culture of Japan is pretty unique.
Yes.
And I think this is like, no other Western cultures have such a strong illustrated publication culture, you know? Anyway.
Next
should
slide,
share on
please.
Discord in the historical Japanese porn channel. Okay. Next slide. Okay, next slide. Yay! Now we're getting to actual boys love. So
Whoa.
we're done with the actual history stuff. Sorry, guys.
Now we're in the present.
I thought it was interesting, but
yeah.
I think it's.
Listen,
I don't know.
Going from the history to the present was a gift, Jazz.
This is also why it's only on Yaoi, because I didn't have time to get into the historical gay relationships between women. Okay, excuse me, I had to have some coffee. I literally woke up and just started working on this. Okay.
It's a passion.
I have reading lists attached. So now we're 1920s, 1940s, you know, blah, 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 catching up. 1970s, shoujo boom. Okay.
Whoa.
We see this, I've included an example, The Roses of Versailles, which is one of the most famous shoujos.
What is shoujo?
Shoujo is like, so shonen is targeted, is like boy.
Young adult boy
Shoujo
stuff, right? Yeah.
is girl genre.
Girl
the
genre.
Girl
Okay.
counterpart.
Yeah, I knew that.
It is
I forgot,
romance. It's like romance, love stories, not less action, obviously, you know, that sort of thing. There is a huge emphasis on like beauty. That's where we get the word tenbi, which means basically obsession with beauty. And tenbi was also a term that was used for boys' love in the early late 1970s era. So anyway, shoujo, in these shoujo serial magazines is where most early BL was published, because again, it's just like it's for the female gaze, right? I don't know. It's
Beautiful boys, innocent girls.
beautiful boys to look at. We love to look at beautiful boys, that sort of thing. So tenbi, I've thought also tenbi is interesting to me because the kanji for bi, which is more for beauty, it was actually adopted by the Japanese gay fiction culture, gay writing culture, and it's used in the terms denmei and denbi, which are the terms for like boys love and girls love in Chinese.
Interesting.
So yeah, I don't know, I thought that was interesting. So we also have the term, so other terms for boys love is jun, which means pure, and then shonen ai, which directly translates to boys love.
Well, why was boys love seen as pure compared to loving a woman and a man loving to the shoujo audience?
I don't think it wasn't necessarily that it was more pure. It was just the term that was used for that genre. So if you were reading a book about two beautiful boys who weren't necessarily, you know, confessing their love to each other, maybe they were just close friends, you're reading a Jun like story, that sort of thing, or you're reading a tenbi story. These were really early vocabulary. Now we very much just have BL and yaoi that we like use. So these were just kind of early trying to define the genre terms, I think. Ouch. Sorry.
Oh, or not just ouch. Yowie!
Yaoi.
Okay, next slide.
This was coined by Image Magazine in the Shonen Ai was coined.
Emojin heap. Hey, if you have a comic about two quests loving each other, is it called Quest Love? Thank you.
Nice. Okay, so.
Whoa! Wait, that was a cool picture.
I know. So this is
the moth
June
woman.
magazine. So June.
That's a boy.
No, that's a boy. So June. This is the first This is the first publication. The first copy of June. June. Let me see here. What did I? Oh, June notes are on page 1. Okay. This is the inaugural issue from 1978. June ran for over 20 years. It was a monthly magazine, just like Shonen Jump, basically, and it featured boys' love. And so that's also why the term June was used for.
What's crazy is if you gave this breasts, it would look like 2 of my ex-girlfriends.
2+.
No. I've only really dated 2 women who went blonde.
Yeah, but the skinny pixie cut.
Move on.
Anyway, so this cover art was by Keiko Takamiya. This was from a short story that she wrote called Variation. And I mean, this is just so pretty to me. I mean, this is why,
drawing.
I would read anything with these guys in it. So I think that's basically, that's what the target audience was. But
they were looking for Professor Jazzes to be like, who are these?
They're looking for me.
Who are these monarch butterflies?
380 yen in 1978. Oof, that's nothing to sniff at.
How much is that adjusting for inflation?
That's a couple dollars. That's like 1978. Like $2 or $4 for a magazine is kind of crazy in 1978, if you think about it. No?
I'm actually looking it up. In 1978, 380 yen was equivalent to $2, and $1.82.
Okay.
And how much would that be worth now? You go on. I'll figure this out.
Anyway, this is how Femboys gets its term.
It's almost. It's between like $8 and $10.
$8 and $10.
That's a good comic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot. That's a chunk of change for a monthly publication. $8 to $10, like that's crazy. Oh wait, Sush is behind ads.
Oh, we're in ads. During ads, I've decided now, since it used to warn me when ads were coming, and now it stopped warning me when ads are coming. But I will stop the music and Jazz, tell us what song to sing during the ad break. What's your request? What's the topic? Pure little monarch boy, so beautiful, beautiful monarch boy, so beautiful.
Do every breath you take by Sting.
Every breath you take, every smile you make, every monarch boy, every dagger boy, every little boy.
Jesus.
Oh, can't you see, you belong with me? How my poor heart, how's it go? Aches with every step you take.
Oh, thanks, Fong.
And now we're back. That's
Yay, Sush.
Sushi's
Okay,
in.
Sush, we waited for you. Okay, so anyway, this is the first publication of June. It's beautiful. I love it. I wish I couldn't find a full translation of this copy, but it's beautiful. Let me see. Do I have any notes? Let me next. Oh, here we go. Here are some of the clips from the first publication, though.
Oh.
So the top corner is a fold out by Yasuko Aoki, and she was a pretty famous mangaka at the time. And we just this was the fold out poster for the center.
Is the guy on the left supposed to be European? Like, it feels like there's big nose and chin
I don't know. I
going
think,
on.
yeah. So you see a lot of tropes here. So in yaoi, a lot of the early tropes were long limbs, which were very elegant and desirable, long facial structure. I mean, yeah, at that time, the Western beauty influence was kind of peaking. Slender, long limbs were really attractive. Big eyes, strong jaws, slender necks. Those were all like really desirable at that time.
Slender Man.
Slender Man. And so these were just some illustrations that were included. Let me see. Do I have notes? I don't have any notes on these. The center one, so we see like there's like, so this is a bit more sensual, right? A bit forbidden looking. Go over to the vines. This is very erotic. I mean, like a nude
Straight up,
man.
this could be a Bjork album in the 90s.
Yeah, it could be a Bjork album. And then, but then in the center is this was also included in the first publication, which is a very like wholesome tale about like a classmate just kind of crushing on another classmate and being like in awe of how cool and impressive he is. So, you know, there was a huge variation in like what was included in the magazine.
Low key, I love it, and you know,
Wait, what's insane about this, Alan? Okay, next slide. Okay, here's some more covers of June. June is just so pretty. The art of June is beautiful. These are also by Takamiya. She did a lot of the covers for June.
I want her to tuck me in at night and be my
tuck me in
mother.
at night. And so you see
Look
how
at the way
June
it go-
was originally.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just gonna pan
So
over.
it was
the little
originally
pan boy.
JUN. There was a legal dispute with a existing clothing company
So they
that was
became
spelled
June.
the same way, so they became June.
And you know, this is reminded me of is in Persona 4 when the store is called Junes. Probably has nothing to do with any of that. But I didn't realize that etymologically Junes might be tied to the word pure, potentially. But who knows?
Who knows?
Look at these beautiful. It's crazy how the faces read so feminine.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
they're
that
beautiful
straight up,
boys.
this blonde boy is a 1920s flapper girl drawing in the West. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Beautiful boys. Beautiful boys. And we see what's crazy. I'll talk about it a little later. I didn't include. This is very specifically about Japanese BL. I didn't get into Chinese, Thai. I didn't get into Korean stuff. But there is a Korean manhwa, which is like Korean manga, is experiencing what I call like the yaoi 90s effect, where all of the characters look like this to some extent. They have these really drastic kind of tropes in drawing styles that we saw in a lot of like early yaoi, and has now been kind of like played out, and we have more realistic looking characters and storylines.
Only Hunks has a very nerdy reference. It's reminding them of Mikola from Elden Ring, who is, despite being a young boy canonically, is also of two bodies and two genders too, which leads to maybe his masculine form seeming feminine too. Very interesting. Interesting.
Yes, Alan, Nana is a good example. I didn't do any. I'm sorry, Alan. There's no Yuri in this. But anyway, June. I love June. It's beautiful. I would love to get. I've actually been trying to get some copies. I would love to like hang up some copies at my place. I just think it's really nice. So okay. So we're in the 1970s, 1980s, kind of getting into the 90s. BL is a legitimate established genre right now. June isn't the only. There's also Image magazine and there's Puff magazine, which are pretty much only dedicated to boys love publications at this time. And we're starting to also see the publication of God, what's the term for when it's like a published volume? It's like Tenboku or something?
Oh, I was going to say
it.
anthologies or collections or something, but go on.
No, it's when like multiple chapters are consolidated into one volume and published. I can't remember what the term is, but we're not seeing that yet. That's kind of at the next level of publication, where a publication effort is dedicated solely to one story versus weekly or monthly collections of anthologies. So now we're into the 1990s, and let's talk about like this is where yaoi actually comes from. So the term yaoi comes from Yamanashi, Ochinashi, Iminashi, which basically means no climax, no point, no meaning.
Whoa!
So
Wait! This is I already brought up Dadaism with Iro Guru. This is literally Dada means nonsense. Yaoi is
okay. Everything
Dadaism.
can't be a fucking Dada reference.
No, I'm saying it is. It's Dadaism. Yaoi is Dada.
Is Dadaism. Literally, not everything is Dadaism. That is such a Eurocentric way of looking.
This is not a pipe. This is a beautiful boy's blowjob. but without the blowjob. Why do they say
What?
not a point?
What did you just say?
I said this is not a pipe, this is a beautiful boy's blowjob. And actually, in French, the word beep for pipe, also slang for blowjob.
You make me sick. If you bring up anything French one more time in my classroom, I'm gonna make you add a feature where I can hang you upside down from your toes. Okay. So we get yaoi is like basically an abbreviation. And if you're interested, some Western fandoms might be familiar with the term porn no plot, which is like common in fanfic culture, where it's like literally a tag in AO3, where it's like this whole story is just them fucking. There's no plot to this at all. So this was coined by doujinshi artists in 1980s. And so something specific about June was it was very wholesome, very romantic stories. There was no erotic aspects to it, but people wanted erotic stories, and so that's where quite literally where we get the creation of doujinshi culture, which is doujinshis are fan-made publications, basically fanfics taken to the next step. And this is where we see the black and white images are the first kamiket, which is like one of the biggest conventions in Japan, specifically for selling fan-made like publications and stuff. And so this was one of the earliest ones. And then on the other side, we have one of the more recent komikets. It happens like twice a year, I think. Kind of low-key I would love to go to one before I die. But this is basically just like the fanfic culture emerging because people wanted to see their favorites getting together and stuff like that. So fan culture created yaoi basically. I think that's all I have on this.
And unbridled human libido and desire.
Yeah. So, an awesome example of what. So also what happens is.
Wait, is this not the guy who does the one? Never mind. Go on. The chin was reminding me of the one where the guy does.
You are getting
Rochambeau.
so caught up in the fact that they all look the same, and that's literally that's.
No.
That's
I was just reminded of a different manga. I don't know. I'm being lame.
They all look the same in this time period.
That's crazy.
They all look the same.
I love it.
They all look the same.
And he's sponsored by the car company?
Anyway, so doujinshi events also, tons of legitimate published mangakas are started as doujinshi artists. And it's the same way that people make fun of fanfic as if it's not actual writing. Little do you know, a lot of your favorite authors started as fanfic authors. So this is an example of Zetsuai 1989, which is one of the kind of like the founding BL publications that got its own serialization, like its own individual publications. The story actually started as a fanfic for Captain Tsubasa characters.
I have. Oh, wait, hold up. On my computer, I've already talked about this. Do you know this?
AJ, why are you asking what mangaka means? You are fucking stupid.
Don't address him. Don't address him. Did you know?
What were you saying?
Have you talked about how if you go to
Mangaka just means author
of mangas, of comic book art? Yeah, it's if you go to my pictures folder, every single picture is a screenshot from Captain Tsubasa.
That's crazy.
Because I would get rid of the characters with Photoshop and make backgrounds for Mekaneko Soccer School. Anyway, go on.
I'm sorry for yelling at you, AJ.
No,
Anyway.
just we're supposed to ignore him.
So yeah,
today.
so this is literally, this is one of the most, this wasn't my first BL, but it was, up there. And it was quite literally a Captain Tsubasa fanfic.
That's
and it
crazy.
was she published it herself. So,
just like
the
50
author
Shades of Grey.
Yes, yeah, you could boil it down to that.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's see. Let me see. Next slide. We also see at this time one of the Banana Fish. Banana Fish is one of the first to. So Zetsuai never got an English translation, even though it did get published in France and Germany. Which in another presentation I could talk about how France and Germany have such great manga industries compared to like the U.S. But we did get English publications of Banana Fish, which was in publication from 1985 to 1994, and it is while it's not officially BL, it is, widely considered one of like the first stories to really grapple with like gay identity and like you get like the doomed lovers trope here. I don't know. I don't want to spoil Banana Fish. It's also 32 years old. It's as old as I am. But, you get this, bromance that goes deeper than just bros. And then there becomes a point of sacrifice where one of them like dies to save the other. And then just like scenes like this where it's like, oh, what the fuck? Where we say like, stay with me for it. But like, it's not like an actual confession, but these are as close as we get to confessions a lot of times in BL. Just this implied level of affection. Anyway, so Banana Fish was really...
Is sometimes the titillation in the, maybe they could be attracted to each other, so it's like this endless foreplay of emotions?
It's more censorship.
Oh, okay.
It's more of like they're not gonna... Banana Fish specifically, because it's not BL, like... they're not in BL. We get more confessions nowadays, but this was back in like it was exploring gay relationships more realistically and in a more spread out, thought out story. So yeah, and it's very important. We get a lot of like tropes, even for like not BL media. A lot of tropes come from Banana Fish and stuff like that. Let's see. Okay, we have to also touch about the Yaoi Ronso, which we get the birth of the term Fujoshi. So Fujoshi means disgusting women, and it was like a term, like a bad term for women who enjoyed BL. There is also Fudanshi, which is disgusting men, because men also
can be disgusting.
BL media.
Wait, let me say, any disgusting men in the house?
Riza, I technically identify as a Fudanshi.
Raise your hand, Ben.
I'm raising my... You didn't give me that emote.
Oh, no, true.
Okay, so I didn't really have any images for this because it was this was actually an academic debate that took place largely in the feminist Japanese journal called Choiseir. And... it was basically, so I wrote down a couple points. So it's kind of started in 1998. We see a first journal entry by Masaki Sato that kind of started this off. It's a gay man who was calling out like how BL, was fetishizing gay men and creating irresponsible stereotypes and also unrealistic stereotypes of gay men. We see Chihio Kurihara, which she was actually a yaoi author, and she really took time to reflect on this and actually stepped away from doing yaoi and moved into only doing straight adult work because she reflected so much on the point of views of people like Sato. Yukihara Fujimoto was also a female yaoi author, and she took Sato and other activists' concerns into consideration and kind of changed the way that she was writing men's attraction to each other. But then we have women. There was another author, Hisako Takamutsu. She took into consideration as well what Sato and gay men were complaining, or not complaining is the wrong term, but voicing their concerns about. But also countered with how BL has been so important for female psychosexual development in a lot of ways in a culture where female sexuality is so taboo, and where Japan is so misogynistic. I don't think we quite grasp how just deeply ingrained it is in the society. So yeah, we're getting lost in the woods here. Anyway, there was also gay male activists like Noriaki Fushimi, who welcomed the support from Fujoshis, and he thought that they were, bringing attention to, they were bringing attention to gay culture and making it more mainstream. And ultimately, this we call it the Rally Yonso, and this was specifically about these kind of exchanges between academics and activists. But this is an ongoing debate. It comes up every like 4 or 5 years when a new gay story goes viral or gets really popular. We had it after Heartstoppers. People are having that debate right now with fucking Heated Rivalry. And it's just an ongoing conversation. And I think now that we have more queer authors who are creating this media, it is definitely changed kind of how people consume them. But whatever, I don't know.
It's difficult and complicated, and I'm sure
it's difficult and complicated.
Gay people in Japan were some of them were probably upset, like, oh, I'm either portrayed as a horribly passing drag queen with stubble by male authors,
yes,
or a fantasy by female authors, and I'm not existing it myself. But at the same time, in a utopian world, we should be able to fetishize or fantasize about anything as long as there's consent in the drawing, but
exactly. And I haven't even I'm going to touch a little bit on the Bara debate, but we also get other like levels of this ongoing debate with when this reaches international audiences, because a lot of BL stories feature high schoolers or people like grappling with like underage psychosexual development, right? And a lot of Western moral panic around gay people is pedophilia, right? Like we're always worried that gay men are preying on children. So when these stories were introduced to Western culture, there was a whole different moral panic around them. So that was like another level of where disgusting women came into play.
That they're disgusting because they're corrupting?
We have
Anyway, go on. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, they're disgusting, they're corrupting.
That seems obvious now. That makes sense.
Yeah. So anyway, 2000s, we see a yaoi boom. These are my boys. These are my first yaois. They're fucking toxic as hell, and I stand by them. This is Junjo Romantica and Sakaichi Hatsukoi. These are by Nakamura Sensei, and they are some of the first English translated publications, and then one of like the first animes, like yaoi animes. And they're super problematic. They got every bad trope. The main characters are decades apart. Like there is dubious consent every other chapter. The art style is very on par with the sharp jaws, the triangular heads, the huge hands, the size differences between the tops and the bottoms, the age differences. So, but we see this boom in yaoi because, everybody's getting access to the internet. So fan translations are popping off. So just because we're not getting official English translations, we're able to share between fandoms. And then, so we're seeing English translations and we're getting anime. So I love the internet, AJ. It's great. Anyway, so I got that. So then also I need to touch on Bara. So, at the same time as we have like this debate of like whether yaoi is good or is like okay or not, there's also gay men who are having their own discussion within that as like yaoi is not realistic, so they want to produce stuff that is realistic. So we have Bara, which actually is kind of a slur for gay men in Japanese, but was reclaimed by this publication, Barazuko. But it's related to a tale about raping a man, and that's where it comes from. And it's like, I don't quite understand the whole backstory on it, but you get the gist.
I was wondering, we got a Turd Gobbler raid. Thank you, Turd Gobbler raid. We're just learning about yaoi. I kind of wanted to ask you, I need to go find the picture, though, because you remember my likeness kind of was drawn for a yaoi, but I don't know what genre of yaoi
do not,
was.
No, put me off. No, come here. Can we talk off screen?
Talk off screen. Well, I didn't do your idea yet.
You didn't do the thing that I wanted?
No, Jazzquitch had an idea. Wait, I can build the idea
can you just get
in like
closer
2
to
seconds.
the screen? Can you just get closer to the camera?
I'll go. Stop the music. Also, I realized education things here go along. I need to have like 10 songs on the loop.
Hey,
what's up?
Literally, when has this ever been under like 2 hours?
I don't.
Okay, listen.
No, Margot.
Listen to me. you have to stop bringing up that fucking debauched comic, okay?
What makes it
You try to
debauched
show it-
compared to other
It's disgusting.
comics?
It's disgusting.
What makes it
Max.
more disgusting
It's
than other
vulgar.
comics that you look at?
I don't want to see you being penetrated by
We
a
don't show that
fucking
part. I just show myself
flashlight
naked.
dick. I
It's-
don't want to see it.
It's
No one wants to
well.
see
Can you
it.
just tell me what genre it is? And some people do want to see it.
Also, the bit was supposed to be that you show yourself not VTuber form, you idiot.
Well, what? I could go
The bit
find
was
it
supposed
right
to be
now.
that-
I know. I
'cause
don't
then
have
it's
you
like-
on the screen doing the
Because
thing.
then I'm
I
supposed to
forgot
be a
to
little thing on the screen.
I didn't set it up yet. I didn't do your bit. We'll have to do it next
God, okay.
time.
Anyway,
Look at my hair.
Don't bring it up.
Look.
Don't bring it up.
Why can't I show?
Don't bring-
What genre
Do
is
not
it?
show it.
Okay.
I don't want to see it. It's not Bara. I don't know what it is. It's an abomination. Oh, I forgot I have. Don't don't show it. Don't you dare show it. Anyway. Sorry guys, that was a bit. That was a little bit we were doing. That was a bit we were doing. Rat's always trying to show this vulgar
It's-
comic
I think
that
it's
a fan
funny.
made for him.
Like a
Nice.
professional adult artist.
Professional adult artist. Okay. Anyway, Barazuko was, very much inspired, borrowed a lot from Western bear culture. So we see muscular, real, men with real skin tones, not white, hairy men, muscular men, real looking men. Anyway, Barazuko, let me see, I have a little bit on this. This was the longest running magazine by gay men for gay men. But
My favorite
funny-
gay male fantasy is Frog Spits on Boy.
Wait, I didn't actually look at that. That's
Oh,
great.
he's paddling so
doing
hard,
that?
and the frog are spitting on him.
Oh no. Anyway. Oh god, that's kind of. Anyway, but what's funny? This was founded by a straight man. A straight man. He saw a hole in the market, and he was like,
Oh,
but he hired gay men to write and to produce the actual magazine. He just handled the business side of it, and it ran for over 20 years and had over 400 issues.
dude, that
So, I mean,
seems
it
like
was
an
very popular.
amazing biopic or whatever historical
Yeah, right.
movie.
I think it would be
Like-
really fun.
Like the fucking NWA movie. It's like you got this straight guy coming in,
Yeah, he's
rounding
like,
up the
"Let's
gays.
fucking-
Hey, I see a way to make money, guys. I guess.
I want to see you boys sweating, okay? So anyway, okay, but then we also get
Who
my
are
God,
these leather boys?
So from Bara, there was also one of the more well-known artists is oh my god, I don't think I can pronounce this name. Jinogora Tagame, and he was part of Barazuka and then moved on to do his own publications because he wasn't happy with the style of Barazuka and had some other, I think, personal issues. So he founded G-Men, which was much more influenced by his personal sexual preferences, actually. So we start seeing a very specific G-Men style emerge. And yeah, so that's kind of, G-Man also ran for 20 years. And at one point, Tagame, he left before the publication ended and was just kind of focused on doing his own solo work. So we're kind of caught up. So we see. I want to.
So wait, is this explicit? If it's just a flashlight he's clicking?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it.
And what's he saying? He says, "Your cock is not censored, unlike my favorite Japanese doujins."
Dojins.
So what is this, Sush? This is the erotica drawn
That's
of
a
me.
dojin. That's
It's
a
a dojin.
That's a
of my character from my cartoon
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu dojin.
Am I Bera?
No, you're not. Well, I guess technically you're Bara, but
Yes,
you're
that's
not
all I wanted to hear.
But no, I don't. I mean, yeah. I guess you're Bara. I don't know, man. I don't like that. It's so gross.
AJ said, no, I'm not supposed to respond to him. Damn it, I broke my rule. I lost.
Dojin Donuts. Okay, that's pretty funny. Okay, so I just wanted to bring up Tokyo Pop and Sublime. They're the two English publishers that really, are responsible for why for the BL movement culture we have today. They were the first ones publishing BLs. let's see. Did I write it down?
Well, since I already
Sublime.
lost, I do have to say, AJ was like, "Oh, remember when I sent that to Max?" And I'm angry only because I was like, "Yes, I knew about this existing. I literally helped the guy write it."
Hmm?
They reached out and asked for permission.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, so Tokyo Pop published Gravitation in 2003, which is like, I think a lot of that's when you think BL, that's what a lot of people bring up. And then Sublime published Love Pistols in 2004. Those were their first publications. I actually went to a Sublime publishing panel recently. It was really cool. So yeah, and so then these are some more. So this, My Brother's Husband, is actually by the man behind G-Men. So this is what he's moved away from, and My Brother's Husband has been, and it's something that's really popular. I think a lot of people. There's a live action, there's an English live action, there's a Japanese live action, there's an anime, and it's a great story. And he wanted to start writing real stories about real gay people, and so that's what he did. And so he's been writing stories about just like daily life that he experiences. I have some other examples of quote unquote BL, because what happens now is anything gay kind of falls into this genre of BL or Yuri, just because of their catch-all phrases. It would be the equivalent of, I think it's the equivalent of saying LGBTQ.
Okay, but because
literature.
the term originates from arguably fetish conventions, is there not a movement to try and get away from that, like allow gay content to not be associated with the term yaoi?
Yeah, so it's actually crazy. So like Tagame, who did My Brother's Husband and did G-Men, he has moved away from using the term bara. It really boils down to personal preference.
Yeah.
There is a lot of authors. There's actually been a huge movement using the term yaoi that came out of Western fandom. So I included here, over on the far side, Old Fashioned Cappuccino, which is quote unquote old man yaoi. It's actually not old man yaoi, it's age gap yaoi. But there was a series that went viral recently that featured two older men, like in their like 50s, finally, getting together after a lifelong kind of like companionship. And so it went viral for being quote unquote old man yaoi. And it went so viral that the author like picked up on it and was like really loved it and kind of started adopting it as like a affectionate phrase, and wrote, I think, like a whole little article about like how there needs to be more old man yaoi and like more realistic yaoi of just not 20-something men. So it's just a back and forth cultural exchange. I mean, the terms are always kind of changing. I think it's interesting that we have specific terms for this genre as opposed to just what we have in the West is like LGBTQ literature. Or as opposed we have the genres fiction and nonfiction. Boys Love and yaoi and yuri kind of have so many sub-genres within them that...
Well, I feel like, and prove me wrong in chat if you don't feel this way, I feel like maybe a lot of gay people in the United States wouldn't even want a romance story about them to be called a gay romance, let alone like a yaoi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you just want it to be called
certainly.
a romance.
Yeah, and I think, but that again comes in, I think that's a more modern, I think, yeah, I'm not going to do that. My brain hurts already.
That's
after talking
okay.
Too long.
Keep moving forward.
So anyway,
Keep moving forward. I'll draw an
great
EFT
example.
while you do this. We got an EFT from Only Honks. I'll draw in the
I've got more
background while you do
slides.
this.
Chill.
Yeah, no, it's no work. I'll do it in the
Okay.
background. That's what I'm saying.
Boys Run the Riot is another great example of queer, boys loved by a queer artist. And it's not even about, a romantic relationship. It's just about someone experiencing gender expression and kind of grappling with that. Let's see. Okay, so now that's basically it. That's all I got for today, guys.
Wait, I thought you said you had more slides.
I have more slides. Yeah, I just got like 3.
Yeah,
but
that's
this
great.
is all like
I'm
the
not
info I
rushing
have.
you. I'm not rushing you. Sorry.
Actually, do not like Sublime, baby computer.
The music?
The music, yeah. No. The last slides. I mean, I didn't even get to touch on like homoeroticism in sports animes, which is like a whole other topic.
Is it just inherent to the genre?
Is just inherent to the genre, like the bromance aspect, the looking up and admiring each other, like pledging to play sports and be each other's rivals forever. You know, just the inherent homoeroticism that comes with that sort of thing. So anyway, I thought I would show some of my favorite series.
Do it.
So this is Classmates. This is one of my favorite series ever. The art is beautiful. It's got Nakamura has a very unique style of line work that is just really elegant. The story is really it's about what is it? It's like the bad boy kind of falls in love with the straight A student, and the story kind of follows them from high school all the way through college, where they deal with long distance and eventually get married and move in together. So it's like a really wholesome series. I love it. I've been following it since it started in like 2018, I think. And they do have an anime for the first volume that I highly recommend. Okay. The next one of my favorites is Sasaki and Miyano, which is a fun story. Also another high school kind of coming to terms with sexuality, where we have the bad boy who has a crush on the nerd, and the nerd is actually a Fudanchi. He loves BL. He reads it. He's very embarrassed about liking it.
Wait, do Fudanchis only love BL and yaoi? Are they not normally straight? Is Fudanchi...
What?
What you said Fudanchi means like gross boy, right?
Yeah, that's just what the
but
term
is
when you break down the
Fudanchi,
kanji.
but is it strictly for people who like BL and not just people who like... It's not like just a pervert.
Hentai?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's pretty focused. I think because of where it was born out of, because it was born towards people who enjoy BL, it applies. It's kind of exclusive to that.
Hey, well, the more I know.
Like, yeah, why? Like, because it's like they wouldn't call someone, if you call, no, because then you just call them like hentai or pervert.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The more I thought about
Yeah.
it, but you know,
Yeah.
what does anybody know? Go on. Sorry.
Let me see. What do we see? Chat. My favorite Death Note is my favorite BL is Death Note Noon. Exactly. Anyway, but smaller boy here is Miyano. He's trying to mind his own business, and Sasaki gets a crush on him and asks like for reading recommendations, and then it's so embarrassing. He gets outed as like a Fudanchi, and then they bond over it, and you see them kind of grow together through high school and college. And it's great. Okay. Highly recommend. They also have an anime. I don't think we're gonna get a second season though. I think it's just gonna be a one-off. We might get a season of the side couple who was technically supposed to be the main couple, but the editor was like, no, let's do this anyway. But they also have their own side series. And then my last favorite is I Cannot Reach You, which again is like a coming of age, grappling with like your sexuality kind of thing. We have like Yoshiki, tall, black hair, has an unrequited crush on his childhood friend Kakeru, and kind of, Yoshiki confesses at one point to Kakeru, and he has to kind of come to terms with how he feels about Yoshiki, and eventually they kind of realize that they both love each other and stuff like that. So yeah, happy stories. So yeah, I mean, that's what's funny is people are always like, oh, Jazz loves yaoi, Jazz loves smut.
People say that?
Bro, this is what I'm reading. This is what I'm over here reading.
Sweet thing about children discovering love and finding out their true identity.
It's adorable. I love this shit.
And here you are,
I love this
corrupting children.
I love this shit. Anyway, recommended reading if you guys want. I've read all these. These are really good. These are actual like academic, published by universities. Boys Love Manga and Beyond, History, Culture, and Community in Japan. Regimes of Desire, Young Gay Men, Media, and Masculinity in Tokyo, and Queer Transfigurations, Boys Love Media in Asia. These are all really good. I highly suggest. And there's lots of independent, there's a lot of papers and stuff. These are books, and anthologies are kind of new. We're seeing like the development of like fandom studies in academia, so that's kind of where this is coming from.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I've got all my thoughts. I've got a lot of thoughts on parts of fandom. I've got strong opinions.
That's another
That's a whole presentation. My whole, I don't know if you saw it the other day, there was a bunch of debate about can you be a fan of a video game if you haven't played it? And then I realized as much as I could argue no, the other part of me was like, who wants to be a fan of anything? I don't like being a fan.
Oh my god, you're such a. That's so. Why?
Well, if it's about arguing the validity of how much you like something and earning a proper appreciation and having the ability to comment on something or not, I was like, that's not why I enjoy something, is to have a place in a culture of people who enjoy it. I enjoy it to enjoy it, not to be part of a group of people enjoying it. But that's me. That's why I don't have friends.
I think it's how you view fandom. Because to me, fandom is community. A lot of my friends.
I'm very anti-community.
All my friends are K-pop. A lot of my friends are K-pop fans. I mean, I have college friends, but then I have tons of friends I've met through online Yaoi love and sharing Rex and stuff. So.
Sherry and Rex. I love Sherry and Rex. This is a great... Ladies and gentlemen,
Sush,
give it up.
What was your question?
Yeah, ask any questions you have, ladies and gentlemen. Let's celebrate Professor Jazz for our Pride Month educational. Of course, we want more educations from Jazz.
Yay.
There they are. And this is a safe space for all questions. So Sush asks, does this all apply if it was...
Unless you're a heated rivalry fan.
I mean, see, but there you go.
Oh.
There's a thing with fandom. You're putting each other against each other. It's like baseball teams.
No, I hate this. I hate the series.
It's like different sports. I only like Widow's Bay.
Anyway, what's the question?
Sush asked, does it apply if it was for lesbianism? That's Yuri. Yuri is for girl on girl. Yaoi is for boy boy. Right? Is that literally what they mean, or is it? What is there a more of a spectrum to what those words mean?
I have to read this.
We got a few good questions.
I think all of this is I think Yuri and its development and the culture of sapphic attraction in Japan is very distinct from yaoi in the history of yaoi. And that is largely because women and men were so sequestered historically, so their histories are just so distinct. There's not a lot of mirrored opposites. If that's I don't think I'm answering your question. If not, it has a different history. I mean, yeah, so you could say Yuri is the counterpart to yaoi, but I think that is just it's a dumbing down of it.
Who are the not to boil it down to consumers, but who consumes most of both genre? Is Yuri mostly consumed? Because it sounds like we're saying yaoi
I think they're equally consumed by women in AFAB audiences.
And normally
because
supposedly straight women, right? Not to be weird about it.
Well, no, if we were to cover Yuri, we would have to cover the difference in Yuri for the AFAB gays versus male gays, because there is going to be a distinction there. I had to get into yaoi versus BL, the smut aspect versus the wholesome aspect.
Now, somebody asked, what's your favorite subgenre of yaoi?
Oh no, wait, Gonzo Razor says if you don't like Heated Rival, what do you think of Yuri on Ice? I think Yuri on Ice fucking ran, fucking walked, fucking crawled so that Heated Rival could be quarter of what Yuri on Ice did.
Wait, can you say that again, but with your angry face?
Didn't go. Yuri on Ice, Heated Rivalry only exists because Yuri on Ice did all the footwork. We did everything. We built Mappa Studios from the ground, and they abandoned us. And now we have these fuckers walking on the Met Gala. He looked ridiculous on the Met Gala. He looked ridiculous.
These are interesting things. Yuri is also a Russian name.
Bad Luck Luke? Wait. I'm sorry, Bad Luck Luke. Are you saying Yuri on Ice was balls? Is that a negative thing? Are you saying that negatively?
I like my balls.
Hold on, no, pause, because I'm about to abuse my mod powers.
Oh, no, don't.
Answer wisely.
Don't. Of all the people who deserve to be timed out.
No, I'm timing him out. That was fucking
timing
him out.
Whoa! Abusive mods.
Time out. Stupid bitch.
What the hell? This is the fandom is toxic. Y'all are fighting. All you're doing is
This
enjoying
isn't
art.
fandom. I'm one person.
You just got
Why
one.
would you say I'm
you
not?
got one
You
guide
sound,
by
I feel like I'm
Bad Luck
arguing with
Luke.
my father.
It's me, your father.
You said one thing, and so that means everything, right? No.
I'm just listen. I'm just saying shit. I miss Bad Luck Luke already though.
It was absolutely mod abuse. I don't ever abuse my mod powers, so I do it now. My favorite subgenre. I don't think. I mean, I'm a big fluff fan. I'm not like here for people who love the miscommunication tropes. They love age gap. They love, people love like. Sometimes I like a dark storyline. Sometimes we love a toxic yaoi. We love a little yandere. We love a little action. I'm not mad at that. I will say there is something wrong with Korean BL authors. There is something dark happening in their lives, and I think a lot of it also is because Korea is so bad for women, so they write like crazy violent stories. But Korean BL is the violence and the non-con tropes in it, crazy, absolutely. It's not something that is equaled in Japanese yaoi, in my opinion. But there's some. I'm just thinking about it, like, yeah, there's a lot of toxic yaoi is basically all of all Korean manhwa, in my opinion.
I miss Bad Luck Luke.
How do I untime it?
No, you're fine. Man. Don't worry. I'm sure I can untime out him. I think it's not a big deal. I'm just, I think I'm assuming Bad Luck Luke is the guy I untimed him out, but he's the kind of guy I assume wouldn't take it personally. I think there's some people who would see you like making a joke like that and would like crash out themselves. And I don't think, I don't think Bad Luck. I don't think Bad Luck Luke is one of those people.
Hell yeah, Luke. Thanks, buddy. But also you're wrong, and you need to see.
Okay, time him out again.
No, it's fine. I'm not gonna
Answer one more question.
Answer one more question.
Answer one more question before I go. Trust Red Herrings was asking something, and I feel like I have opinions on it. But
let's see.
She says
there's definitely some cute Korean comics, but they are few and far between. You would be hard pressed to find a cute comic that did not include some level of rape or sexual assault with Korean cultures or Korean public.
Well, and that's why as someone who's still just I've learned so much more than I knew before. But as someone coming in as an outside observer, that's where I get nervous about the line between what is meant for erotic consumption and what is meant for narrative consumption. You know what I mean? I get nervous about that because part of me is like anything should go almost in erotic consumption. But what I enjoy as a story, I consider very different than what I would want to jerk off to. And I can enjoy a story of any broad types of relationships or backgrounds or dynamics or genders and sexualities. So, like, somebody was asking about, like, enjoying Yuri as a man. Like, I couldn't...
No, yeah, let me answer Trust Red Herring's question.
Yeah, go for it.
Trust Red Herring says, I know there was a lot of acceptance for women enjoying yaoi. Is there the same for acceptance men enjoying yaoi? So no, I think you have to think about
men enjoying Yuri.
Where men enjoying Yuri. You have to think about where the conceptualization came from wanting. So women were originally enjoying BL and yaoi within non-sexual situations. Early BL was not sexual. It was not explicit. It wasn't erotic. It was wholesome. It was about the aesthetics, right? It was about romance. Versus, again, I'm not an expert on Yuri, but you would have a hard time proving to me that men were enjoying Yuri for the narrative.
No, for sure. But however, there's probably, and even despite what I just said and what I think, there's probably an argument that even non-sexual content has a base in sexuality. You know what I mean? That even if it seems wholesome, that's still rooted in some sort of eroticism. It's just how,
Vitamin, you're right. So you have to take it like power dynamics. Like there is women were wanting to enjoy BL because they were looking for an escape from the suppression of their own sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
So they were seeking out, they wanted to see other types of attraction because they were so suppressed in their own attraction versus I might be mistaken, but I believe men seeking out female on female attraction was very much erotic based. Like it wasn't escapism based with women. It's hot to look at two women kissing. And again, we then need to get deeper into the level of like queering the audience necessarily and queering the history of audiences and who was consuming it. But as far as I'm aware, men consuming female on female stuff is gross. I mean, anytime I'm not gonna lie, when a man's like, "I love Yuri," I'm like, "What kind of Yuri?"
But I do feel like we're getting more and more women feeling more and more comfortable with being blunt about the sexual stimuli rather than needing like degrees of escape, and like we've gotten away from that. The need is not exactly
now
the same.
I'm like, okay, wait, no, I'll say someone asked favorite subgenre. Let me get real with you. What's that little audio where it's like, "Oh, I like the strawberry Pop-Tarts." Let me get real with you, buddy.
Go on. I don't know.
Do you know that
is.
one where it's like, "Hey, what's your favorite?" It's from the Backyard, like a basement podcast or some shit, where he's like, "What's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?" And the guy's like, "Strawberry," and he's like, "Oh, strawberry, what a basic answer." And he goes, "Okay, Joey, you want my real answer? It was the Spider-Man promotional Pop-Tart, wild berry fruit, like blah blah, that kind of answer."
Okay, let's get your wild berry fruit
sound
answer.
Off, you know that audio? Okay, so my strawberry answer is fluff. My Spider-Man answer is Omegaverse Mpreg. I love seeing pregnant men. I love it. And that I do tie to the fact that I hate pregnancy, and so I do enjoy seeing men pregnant.
Oh, so you just like to punish.
It is the level of punishment. I love Mpreg. That shit's...
Yeah, look at you stupid men. Now when you're a greedy little slut, you get punished with pregnancy.
Now you get punished. I love seeing men get knocked up. I love looking at a man and I'm like, what if you were pregnant? You would look adorable pregnant. So that's kind of me.
Well,
that's kind of my life.
Jazz, we loved this. I hope I can get more. I know you've been very busy lately, moving and work. Haven't even had time for your own stream, but I hope you come back with another lecture soon, and we'll work on more functionalities.
Trash X, you're disgusting. Trash X, I'm going to time you out for mentioning Mr. A's farm.
Come on. I got to go draw today's guest. But okay, next time, I think, what did we agree? I'll try and remember this at some point. Worm students that can randomly say something chat's saying, or maybe redeem for points or money.
Oh my gosh, worm students.
Yeah. They live inside the apple. Like, so they'd be sitting in front of me. We'd see them from behind. And it'll be like in the little EFT drawing. And maybe like if people spend 10 points at a TTS lecture or something, or 10 cents, like they can make it say something. Well, I gotta go draw.
I do this every time. Go draw.
You did great, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Professor
Thanks,
Jazz,
guys.
Volunteer professor, judge, and bailiff.
And bailiff. Also, I'm trying to get the cops defunded. Thank you.
Well, I mean, Chief Beef is dead.
Yeah, I think we should.
We don't have police anymore. All we have is Booley Boo doing personal security for Tina's events. Thank you, Blue Eyes Dragon.
Yeah, I want to make sure he doesn't have a gun. Bye.
Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, friend of the show, frenemy and rival of the show, Professor Jazz. Nobody's my biggest lover or hater than Jazz, and I love to have them on the show. But now, guys, we have to think about tonight's guest. I have longer.
Lugging stinky rat cousins, getting old, real old.
Shout out Gonzo's Razor for the friggin' follow. I'm excited to draw tonight's guest for the late night show. It's a friend, Neopo Senpai, who I'm excited to have. Now, I have drawn her before as a little character, and I'll show it because I almost had her, just like Wednesday night, I was going to be one co-host short for the podcast. I was going to have Tina take the place of the person whose accent until I learned two people couldn't make it. There was another week that happened, and I was going to have Neo be taking that place. So I'll show you guys what I meant, what I was doing with them. I'm excited. I love a new follower, Gonzo's. I like how Gonzo's didn't even know all of this shit would be happening. Like, we were just in one room doing that, and then suddenly I walk out, and there's all this other shit going on that I'm hoping is a surprise. So Neopo plays Karen the Toaster, right? But I originally drew them to maybe be on the podcast, and I drew them like this to match their model, which is very cute. But we're going to do something different today because they have gotten wisdom tooth surgery or something like that. Are your walk cycles live or like pre-animated? Wait. Oh, I see what your question is. Yeah, no, they're live because I'm real. Let's stop the music for a second. Hi, my name's Max. You look right here on this screen, you will see RatCousin. This is a Unity game, and I can walk around, jump, interact, and do things like go sit in my chair. That's the facts. The Hollywood facts, y'all. Wet. My hair's not freaking wet! My hair's not wet. In fact, yeah, AJ, I'm allowed to address you now. Obviously, we see fan blowing it. Max looks great today. Thank you, Sabrina Carpenter Ann. You are allowed to make out with me, but only you. Well, unless I'm allowed to be greedy. So I was working on Neopo Senpai for today. I feel like I had another whole train of thought. The hell? Is there accidental nipples there? See these accidental hidden nipples? But she got wisdom tooth surgery today. Almost was cute. Listen, you're sweet. You're beautiful. Everybody, shout out Sabrina Carpenter Aunt. Raising my hand. I gotta use this somehow. I gotta use this. How many people am I allowed to kiss? Let's check my Instagram. Let's check my Instagram. It's very important. My personal Instagram, that's private. my private personal Instagram. It's fun. How many people is Max allowed to kiss? I'm excited for this. It's my favorite video. It was me at a Comic-Con. That's the kid from Modern Family. I kissed him on the lips. If people came through and they did crosswords, and if they got the answer right, I'd give them kiss. I kissed a kid. No, I'm pretty sure he was over 18 at that point. I don't think... Also, it wasn't like make it out. I was just giving people... Man, this is a great video. This is a great video. What a good video. Was that Yowie? It was pure. Did you get sick after a Comic-Con? Probably. Who knows? Anyway, tonight's guest is Neopo Senpai. And because she had a tooth surgery, I wanted to draw her as a little toothy. How's everyone's weekend? And because I think I was saying earlier, because I got like work done yesterday, and today is Juneteenth, I can play probably like an hour and a half of Mina the Hollower before I want to take a break before the late night show. At Offkai, we could give you a smooch. Are you going to be at Offkai, Only Honks? Imagine if I made it so during my panel, if people got a question right, I went down in the audience and kissed them. So dumb. Man, everything's so dumb. I already want to push it to the limit with that idea where we send somebody to the Gooner panel to film it live so we can check in on the Gooner panel whenever we want. You would buy tickets, Only Honks, just to go to Offkai and kiss me. You know what I'd like to say? I would rather you just send me $500 and pretend you did it, bro. I'll just take $500. You don't have to buy a ticket. Fucking weirdo. I mean, my idea for the Neopo is pretty simple. We need let's bring up a reference. Only Honks is fuck it, we ball as a person. And you respect that? Well, I'm only allowed to kiss only honks if Sabrina Carpenter Aunt lets me kiss him. She's the queen of my mouth. She's the queen of my mouth. She's my, as we often say, she is my mouth queen. Shout out Sabrina Carpenter Aunt, my mouth queen. The queen of my mouth. Let me get up. Let's get up Neopo's reference art. I will allow it. Well, damn, okay. Apparently Sabrina says I can kiss only honks. What? But I'm allowed to choose the levels, right, of how much he kisses. So her whole thing is being like a fucking neon rave girl milk maiden with like a friggin' what's it called? Sports bra that says milk, and teeth are also calcium induced. I need to make these arms. I need Sabrina Carpenter Aunt to tell me to shut up and make a bunch of arms for RatCousin. I like this hat though, so let's take it. I feel like it needs to be way smaller though. I do like how I gave her no arms. Do we put like a little sports bra on this? Is that possible? Does the tooth have a sports bra? I like drawing because Sabrina likes my drawings. And also chat does, I'm assuming, but I still like it. Is this a thing we can do? Or is it worth it to have more mouth space? We want to go an extra wide. If we want to do cleavage, we want to go an extra wide. Don't fuck this one up. Okay, shit, fuck. Do my best to not fuck this one up.
Welcome to the rat hole.
Turd Gobbler, thank you for gifting a sub, dude. It was a wisdom tooth, so it's a biggin. Okay, so it means we gotta give it bigger tits. That's what you're saying. Okay, look, can we think about that? Thank you for the song. Oh, I'm appreciated, dude. Congrats on being promoted. I understand what it feels like to have, you know, what they call imposter syndrome. I get it. And that's coming from me, a man of actual talent. I kind of love this. Why does the tooth have boobs? You know what I mean? Why does the tooth have these weird far apart boobs? They're so far apart. They're so far apart. They're so far apart. Okay, now I want to create a smaller version of that hat. Little milk boy hat. That's kind of cute. This is kind of cute for the hat, I think. Kind of good. This is kind of good. Kind of good so far. Kind of good. No eyes, no mouth. Hey, we haven't gotten to the eyes and mouth yet. The tooth is not lifting weights. No, that is a this is this sports bra, but very far apart on a tooth. It's a little sports bra. We'll make them jiggle when she talks, of course. I don't know, I kind of dig this shit. Looks like hands. Well, if they jiggle when she talk, maybe it'll make sense. If they go like... Maybe we have to bring them down so it looks more like breasts? Maybe I need to make them less far apart looking? Now it's much more obviously boobs. More boobs than tooth? Listen. Everyone needs to relax. I'm doing exactly what I want to do. Now we're cooking. You know, we could probably make the legs longer. The little toothy legs. No, it's kind of cute when she's short. Kind of cute like that. Kind of cute like it. Let's see, how big is it on the couch? I like going more smaller sprites, because eventually I kind of want to go even smaller sprite RatCousin world, like redo it. Like, because I kind of did just slop style drawing, but going like to actual being like, no, every character has to be made of like 8x8 blocks would be kind of cool. Cleavage looks like the mouth right now. Reminds you of Stay Puffed. True. Let's see how it looks like when he's talking. You're not completely wrong. You're not completely wrong. You're not completely wrong. Just wait, just wait, just wait. It might look good in motion.
Welcome to the rat hole, bitch.
Oh, thank you for the subscription, Miso. Love you, Miso. The most misguided thing you've ever done? Subscribe to RatCousin. You dirty, dirty boy. Thanks for the subscription. Oh, you dirty, dirty boy. You love subscribing, don't you? You dirty fuck. You dirty fucking little boy. It was on sale, you'd be wasting money if you didn't. That's what I've always told you, Miso. I've always told you this. I've always told you that you'd be wasting money. You didn't sign up for RatCousin now. You fucking nasty little man. Oh, fuck, you're so nasty. Oh, little man. Oh, you nasty. Keep going, I'm close. Oh, you fucked up piece of shit, little man. You fucked up little idiot. Let's see how this works. Now, call us scum, you fucking worthless scum. Think you're allowed to even enjoy watching this stream? Disgusting. You're not allowed to enjoy anything with RatCousin. Your middle school teacher still tells people you're a piece of trash. My uncle thinks they take out wisdom teeth unnecessarily to harvest the stem cells. That's so cool. That's so cool of your uncle. I love your uncle for it's so real of him. Didn't I have a weird take yesterday that was like I had a weird take that was like the reason the education system's so fucked and that kids these days are bad at computers is because they want to control them with streaming apps like Spotify and Netflix instead of having them be intelligent enough to pirate things. It's going too fast. Let's try it slower. Kind of okay. I think, honestly, the biggest problem is I think the eyes do not need to squint. Like, maybe this one does. Just because of the hat getting low. That with a little wiggle. I even think the bras don't need to move up and down as much as... And we'll also have a little procedural mixel jumping with the character talking to begin with, which always sells this animation a little bit. It's awesome. I love this. I love it already. I love it so much. I'll make sure I make them all work right. Bring them to the right points, and then give us a couple other emotions before we play some Mina to Bina. Mina to Bina. What are people's big weekend plans? Because of yesterday and Wednesday night, like, part of me wanted to see if I can stream something tomorrow. If somebody gets us that paint game, what if we did like a whole... What if we did like a big community event and live streamed a bunch of people playing that paint game? What's it called? Chameleon? Mecha Chameleon or whatever? You have that? Well, you'd be in a perfect place to play it. You haven't played it yet? It feels like it's going to be something to do as like a group of people, you know? Neo, do you... Not usually... People aren't usually in chat when I'm drawing them. Do you enjoy what I've done? Or you hate it? I've been watching people play Mecha Chameleon, and it looks fucking fun. You're gonna try and watch Raiders of the Lost Ark by Steven? By Steven. By Steven. You need a good group for playing it? I know, I get jealous, because what I was doing was watching, like, Northern Line and his wife, Lovely Momo, and, I think their furry friend was there who screams a lot. I forget his name. Alpha Centauri, Thor, whatever the fuck. All these guys that are all more successful than me and all know each other. Same Steven who did Boom Blocks. Well, I don't know what Boom Blocks is, but it's Steven Spielberg, yes. Him and George Lucas made the Indiana Jones movies, and they are classics and fun. There's recently saying that not the most recent one, but the one before, which had the transdimensional aliens in South America, George Lucas came to Steven Spielberg and was like, we should treat this like an old 50s sci-fi movie. And in retrospect, a lot of people are like, it's kind of right. George Lucas might have been cooking that instead of trying to make Indiana Jones grow up to the 2010s or whatever, make it like really stupid and fun. It might have been better. I mean, if anything, he was ahead of the curve of everyone wanting campier stuff. What is Boom? I don't know Boom Blocks. Order 42 told you to watch it. Who's Order 42? No, I never said he didn't make Boom Blocks. I just don't know what fucking Boom Blocks is. I mean, Steven Spielberg is one of our, most prolific directors. E.T., Jaws, Ready Player One. He's got a lot of misses. I haven't seen The Fabelmans yet. Is that good? Is it called Meet the Fabelmans? I don't even know. Meet the Feebles. Yeah, that's the friggin', that's a movie I need to see. Because I saw one of Peter Jackson's, like, older movies. The one where they get the weird monkey bite and everyone goes insane. You heard Disclosure sucks? Oh, that stinks, because I kind of wanted to see it. But yeah, I don't even remember the one I saw. It was, I don't remember what it's called. It's really good. Is it called Bad Taste? What is it called? Peter Jackson monkey bite movie? Brain Dead, that's it. I thought that was really fun. I really liked Brain Dead. I really enjoyed Brain Dead. There we go. Didn't he direct The Color Purple? Oh, yeah, I guess he did. But what are the things he's actually goated for? And goated, I mean that, like, are actually worth celebrating. Let's think about that. Oh, maybe Angry Tooth is lightly red. Just to give rote. Like, we could say Jaws 1. At least one or two of the Indiana Joneses. We could probably say E.T. We could probably say Schindler's List is pretty good. Saving Ryan's Privates. Yeah, that's pretty good. That shit's pretty good. Angry Tooth. Red Mode Tooth. Red Mode Angry Tooth. Red Mode. Angry Tooth Red Mode. Bouncing Boobies. Oh yeah, Jurassic Park. That's right. That first Jurassic Park's really fucking fun. Let Angry Tooth drip blood. Try and get that to work. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. True, man. Color purple means he's good in any hood he goes to. No, that's color purple is performative. George Lucas actually has a black wife. He's for real. Oh yeah, people like his West Side Story. I feel reluctant to watch it. You're the only one seeing it as a flesh tooth? Well, when it's angry, it'll be fleshy. Crazy moth lady. Add a crack to the angry tooth. That's not a bad idea either, babe. Whoever said that, baby, you doing great. Baby boy. George is a homie too. Nah, George is a homie. He made them Star Wars. He made them Star Wars. You know what I hear is also probably really good? I feel like I've talked about this before, is American Graffiti. I've seen George Lucas in person once. I saw him in person once. Because my mom, through like community stuff she's done in like Northern California, because Lucas Ranch is close to where I grew up, knew a guy who worked at Lucas Ranch. And I got a little tour, and I actually got to have lunch with, this is an old story, Ben Burt, who did a lot of sound for Star Wars, like back in the 70s, and still worked there. And then we got a little walking tour, and we were like, and this is George's house, and like through, like you get to look inside his house, and then like through the living room, and then there was George Lucas just walking up the stairs, looking at the people who were looking at him. It was very funny. Ooh, invite him to the late night. Yes, I totally have access to him. I've seen him across 2 rooms. Didn't even speak to him. If George Lucas is okay, here's a good Gonzo's Razor's got a good trolley problem for us. Stop the music. If George Lucas and Steven Spielberg were tied to a track and the trolley was speeding to each track, but George offered you limited edition Jar Jar figurine, would you kill Steven quickly or super quickly for the future figurine? I feel like it's racist to have a Jar Jar figurine, so unfortunately I'd only kill Steven quickly. I got July Oddity coming in being like, RatCousin, just, you know, the crotch on the tooth was the wrong color in the first one. Hey, remember that time a strange child? Well, I wasn't a child. I was like 20, Neopo Senpai. But yes, no, AJ often thinks just because you know someone's name, you can reach them to have them be on RatCousin Late Night Show, even when they're one of the most famous. I would put George Lucas in one of like the top 50 most famous Americans. I don't know what that list is, but I think he's in that list. One of the most. He's probably harder to reach than most senators. He is a very important. I've reached out to people before and got responses. Who's the most famous person you reached out to? Because Because I doubt they're anywhere close to George Lucas. Boards of Canada. And what kind of response did you get? Did you get them to be... Did you interview them for something? I just asked if they wanted to do work together. And they're busy working on an album, so no. I'm sure that was their very real response. The only reason they didn't work with you is because they were working on an album, and not that they thought they just should be nice to the strange person who emailed them to be nice to a fan. AJ, this is a moot point if you didn't get them to work with you. So if you get Boards of Canada to work with you, you've proved me wrong, and I'll put you in charge of reaching out to people. And you'll be the talent coordinator for RatCousin. When she's in shocked face, when she talks, her hat goes extra high. Boards of Canada. See, I reached out to Boards of Canada and got rejected over email, which means you can get George Lucas on the RatCousin show. Listen, I played a gamble this year. I reached out because I found through a friend, my friend Kale Bug, who is a friend of the show, was like, she got me really into Nirvana, the band, the show, and I reached out to them and had their management say, oh, they're busy doing tours. You know what I mean? So that was like the riskiest I would do because I actually had like correct emails and I feel like would have been a good fit. However, I am now even closer to being friends with more people they know. In fact, our guest in like, you know what, this jumping hat is so much better. Our guest, we'll bring it up when they're on the show, but our guest next Friday is a friend of them. See, but what risk? Listen, I'm not going to... At a certain point, taking risks is okay if you think it would be a good fit and would be worth it. And I don't think I'm delusional. I think I'm very tempered with my expectations like that. Nirvana, the band, the show is something that kind of makes sense with my credits and credentials and my sensibilities. And even then, I didn't get it. George Lucas is no. I don't have a management. I don't have enough viewers. I don't have enough presence. There's no reason to waste my time emailing George Lucas. I would reach out to George Lucas if it seemed reasonable. It does not. He did my Friends Channel 101 audio show. Well, now you got to get him on. When are you going to get George Lucas on the show, Sabrina? Don't email, then phone. Hey, George? Who is this? You got to come on the RatCousin show. What? George Freeman would because he likes doing weird shit. That's how they got him for the Lego movie. But once again, the Lego movie isn't just some random weird shit. It's a movie fucking released of a huge brand name distributed by Warner Brothers, where they've got people whose job is to reach out to people. You know what I mean? Pendleton's not necessarily a no, and I've popped in his chat and I've mentioned I don't have a way to reach out to him, but I might. I think I even asked Sabrina Carpenter, and I was like, do you have a closer connection to Pendleton? I'd love to ask him. I mean, people are making Lego movies for ages. Oh my god, you fucking idiot. Why don't you want the whitest kid you know? I would love them. No, I never said no to him. I'd love him. AJ, people's amateur Lego movies are different than the Lego movie. You gotta... I've tried to temper all day. All day I've tried to temper my fucking mood. Yeah, no, 100% I bet that guy from Whitest Kids You Know. Sam? Which one is it? Sam? I forget. OMG, it was a joke? It was not a joke. It was you acting stupid. Which isn't a joke when you often act stupid. OMG, it was a joke. Unlike the other times, I had no idea what I was talking about. Friggin' ding-dong. Sam Altman on Rat. That would be funny. It won't happen. But that would be funny. I wouldn't want it. Honestly, morally, I would not do it. It is amoral. I actually haven't rigged it yet. I mean, it's just a new functionality, but I haven't rigged. I haven't rigged different legs for different emotions yet. We could definitely. That's not a problem, you know. But just means making 2 leg cycles. Da, 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 da. No, I'd love to get the Whitest Kids You Know guys. That's actually relevant. Reach out. Ask him if he's wanting to. I just didn't want to be presumptuous, you know? Okay, so let's figure out, what does the fully stepped foot look like? Johnny Pemberton. You know Johnny Pemberton? Who's Johnny Pemberton, y'all? Somebody tell me who Johnny Pemberton is? Okay, wait, let's... So, basically... I'm going to do this in a very weird way. Go like, maybe that? That... Something like that, I think. Who is he? Did you ever have Shindigs on the show? I did have Shindigs on the show. In fact, I'm trying to convince him to do a Twitch panel with me. And it seems like, unless he's just being nice, his biggest reluctance is, like, the amount of work he's worried it would take. And I kind of said, like, well, I'd do all the organizing if you needed me to. You know, like, I don't mind. I think you, me, and Big Nose Bug and Julia both agreed to be included, like, in the pitch for this. I was like, I think that would be for a TwitchCon panel about animators, live animation, and interactivity, those group of 4 would, like, I think they would bring a lot of people in, and it would be very cool. So we'll see what happens. Is there a place you can watch it? Yeah, go to my YouTube. There's, in my segments, Blue Eyes Dragon, there's a lot of late night shows. You could just find Shindigs in my YouTube. You're submitting another TwitchCon panel? No, no, this is the same as the other one I was planning on submitting. But when I was going through the pitching for a panel for TwitchCon, it mentioned that for a panel, unlike a workshop, and I bet what I'm doing for Off-Guy would be more like a TwitchCon workshop. A workshop only needs one person. A panel is like, give us the other usernames of your hosts, because they're used to it being more of a conversation. So I was like, oh shit, well then I should do it with people with established audiences who are in my vein, and we all could bring something different to the table. So that's my hope. We'll see. Oh, you didn't do it that night. Well, I didn't do it because I realized that, like I said, that the panels are different. It's not just one person. You know what I mean? The panels are actually meant for more than one person. So I was like, oh, shoot, I gotta... You know what I mean? I gotta think about that in terms of more than one person. I'm gonna have to fine-tune this shit. I'll have to fine-tune this shit when I assemble it before the show. But I think this will be very cute. You emailed Lucy's Film Press request with your stream link? Are you serious? Or Lucas Films, not Lucy's Films. Jared is def gonna be on late night. I really doubt it. I really doubt that, bro. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I mean, maybe someday. If RatCousin got big enough, maybe someday. But I feel like there's a way bigger people than me who actually do like movie-based and fandom-based entertainment online that's more directly related to Star Wars that he's never been on. So the show that maybe will get like 70 to 100 viewers doing weird shit, you'll definitely come hang out on that. If George is going to be in, you should ask if I can slide in his DMs. Yeah, it's only because he hates Star Wars that he doesn't want to be in it. Oh, you know what? I realized if I was wondering about... Nope, that's good, actually. It's aligned correctly. Look at that walk cycle. It's going to be so funny. It'd be so fucking funny. She walks around like that. Hear me out. If you shake it, maybe he'd be interested. Hey, you know, listen, we're not short on guests. I'm planned through September now. You know, everybody, honestly, anybody Sabrina thinks should be on the show, I would love to have her bring on the show. I actually trust knowing what kind of guests I would want. You know what I mean? She has the exact kind of barometer for the type of people who I would want to have on the show and would be available, you know? And be interested. I would love to have Sabrina Carpenter on late night. And more than one night if I had the chance. She could be like my little hobbit who lives inside my ceiling. Get Pemberton, please. I mean, I'll try. He doesn't really like talking, remember? I don't know. He doesn't really know me. Did I mention it last time I raided into him? And it's Pembleton, not Pemberton. Oh, I got a good Olivia Rodrigo joke for tonight. For all the Olivia Rodrigo fans. No, Johnny Pemberton. Sorry, I forgot who that was. I'm sorry. I still don't know who that is. Let me see. Do I know Johnny Pemberton? Oh, yeah, I know him. I know Johnny Pemberton. I'd love to have him on. I just saw him in something recently. Oh, yeah, Sabrina knows him because of Pickle and Peanut. I feel like I just saw him in something. Oh, yeah, he's in Fallout. I forgot. I forgot he's in the Fallout show. He's in Mermaid. Is Kevin Nealon in Mermaid? See, now we have the alt legs. Feel like they're not spaced properly, but that's something I can figure out once I slice them. Ooh, hey, I should get Super Mario. I need to get Super Mario on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to get Super Mario on the show. Kevin Nealon is rat-coded. I was just listening to him on Scott Aukerman. I just... That's my Mario medley for today. Was that my Mario medley for today? Was that a Mario? Was that current? Tell me, chat. Was that a Mario medley? What should I do? Before we got about like an hour of Mina in us. This has been a long opening of the show. Should I sing another song? We could sing the most controversial but great Randy Newman songs about slavery in celebration of Juneteenth, or would everybody hate me for that? It's a great song. It's a great song. It's a great song. I'll sing it. People stop me if it's bad. In America, you'll get food to eat. Won't have to run through the jungle and scuff up your feet. You'll just sing about Jesus and drink wine all day. Yeah, it's great to be an American. Ain't no lions or tigers, ain't no mamba snake. Just the sweet food, baby, and the buckwheat cake. Yeah, everybody is as happy as a man could be. Yeah, climb aboard, little boy, and sail away with me. Sail away, oh, sail away. We will cross the mighty ocean and the Frisco Bay. Hey, sail away, sail away. We will cross the mighty ocean and the Charleston Bay. In America, every man is free to take care of his home and his family. Yeah, you'll be as happy as a monkey in a monkey tree. Yeah, you're all gonna be an American. So sail away, yeah, sail away. We will cross the mighty ocean and the Charleston Bay. Sail away, yeah, sail away. We will cross the mighty ocean into the Charleston Bay. Wait, did Randy Newman really do songs about slavery? Randy Newman is the GOAT. And there's a reason that song is like on like Rolling Stones or some of the best rock and roll songs of all time. The best version, and why the reason I kind of feel bad doing it, I actually have never done it. But is because the best version is Ray Charles's version. It's so fucking good. It's so good. It's so good. But no, Randy Newman, not only, a lot of his songs were like satire and jokes. You Can Leave Your Hat On prominently featured the Tom Jones version, I believe, or maybe it's the fucking who's the guy with DTs? I always forget his name, and I love him. Joe Cocker, the alcoholic Joe Cocker. His version in in the Full Monty. Like a lot of you hear this song in movies, you think it's supposed to be sexy. And Randy Newman talks about writing it in the 70s and being like, oh yeah, I thought this was about a guy who thought he was hot but is lame. Because the lyrics are like, wait, now we're going to music history. Because like, yeah, Sail Away is like a deeply dark satirical song about convincing a person to come to America to be a slave. And he wrote Mama Told Me Not to Come, which you also know better as being done by Three Dog Night and also Tom Jones. And but You Could Leave Your Hat On, he thought was about, I've done this bit before and I'll do it again. To him, it was not about a sexy striptease song. It was about someone who was lame. Baby, take off your coat real slow. So all he's doing is saying, baby, take off your shoes. Like, this isn't hot, really. Yeah, I'll take off your shoes. Oh, baby, take off your dress. Yeah, yes, yes. But you can leave your hat on. Yeah, you can leave your hat on. You can leave your hat on. So just keep listening to it as if a guy who thinks he's hot shit and he's sitting down and he's telling this woman to do the most boring shit ever. Go on over there. Turn off the light. No, he says turn on the light. No, all the lights. Yeah. Now come over here. Stand in this chair. That's right. Yeah. Oh, raise your arms up into the air and shake them. I just imagine, I'm just sitting back. Go over there. Yeah, turn on all the lights. Now stand on that chair. Raise your hands and shake them. Yeah, you give me a reason to live. You give me a reason to live. You give me a reason to live. You give me a reason to live, baby, yeah. You give me a reason to live. Anyway, it's funny. It's funny. And he's funny. It's funny and he's funny. The other one, the classic one I always do, that people used to get angry at him for. The song he wrote as like making fun of what he thought how absurd discrimination was. And of course, RatCousin always does it. Short people got no reason. Short people got no reason. Short people got no reason to live. They got little hands and little eyes, and they walk around telling great big lies. They got little noses and tiny little teeth. They wear platform shoes on their nasty little feet. Well, I don't want no short people. I don't want no short people. I don't want no short people around here. I told my stepdad about how funny I thought this song was, and it was crazy that people in his generation thought it was offensive and threw parties where they burned the disc. They called short people parties. They'd put up pictures of Randy Newman and they'd fucking get upset. And I told my stepdad about that. Now my stepdad, you have to understand, is a short man. And he said, well, if it's a joke, if nobody laughs, is it funny? And I was like, come on, man. Short people are just the same as you and I. A fool such as I, all men are brothers until the day they die. It's a wonderful world. Short people got nobody. Short people got nobody. Short people got nobody to love. They got little baby legs and they stand so low, you gotta pick 'em up just to say hello. They got little cars that go beep, beep, beep. Little voices going beep, beep, beep. They got grubby little fingers and dirty little minds. They're gonna get you every time. Well, I don't want no short people. I don't want no short people. I don't want no short people around here. Truth of the matter is, it's a fucking amazing song. And it rocks. Let's play some Mina the Swallower.